Hey, Jamly. Oh my gosh, I'm so tired. Been up for hours and hours already. So anyway, today's Spay Day. So Dani and Sadie are getting spayed today. So I went down and picked up Sadie this morning, and then we headed up here. And they've got a really good way of doing things here. So you stay out in your car. You fill out the paperwork, and then they come out and they get your pet. So they came out. It was really funny because all the way up here, believe it or not, Dani slept the whole way here. Sadie, not so much. She clearly she is not as well traveled as Dani is. But I guess also Claire said that Sadie kind of she usually is just not kenneled when she travels. She just kind of has free reign in the car, which we don't do. Either when Dani's in here, we either have her in the kennel or we buckle her in with the dog seatbelt. So Sadie wasn't sure how to react being in her kennel all the way here. And we did that strictly because the girls haven't seen each other in roughly 11 weeks. And so we didn't want I didn't want any kind of scuffle or whatnot in the car. Hi, Angel. And Dani was very whoa, who's getting in the car? And Sadie is very hyper on top of that. So they're both very hyper girls, but Dani's used to getting up, going to the bathroom, and then going back to sleep in the morning. And so she usually falls back to sleep for just a short time. So she wanted to sleep, and whenever we get in the car, Dani sleeps real. It's like a real baby. You put her in an actual baby. You put her in the car and she goes to sleep. So I think if we ever want Dani to take a nap, we'll just take her for a car ride because she sleeps like a champ. But yeah, so that's what we ended up doing, was bringing them up here. So I'll be waiting here today because I don't want to be driving all the way back down to town, back down to where we live, which is the next town over. So that's about a 45-minute drive, and then another 45 minutes back just to pick them up later. And so we're trying to conserve gas and stuff like that. So I'll just wait here for the day. Sarah's at the house with the other dogs. So if you guys are wondering, they are not alone. So Sarah stayed back with them. And so that's what we're doing. But anyway, how's everybody else's day going? I figured I'm going to be here for quite a while, at least for the next few hours. It's 9 o'clock now. And normally they don't get done until 4. Hi, Tiffany. So she's going to try, she said what they'll do is they'll try to go ahead and get both of the girls done earlier, so that way we can get out of here around 2 instead of 4. But that's still quite a few hours. So I'll be here for at least minimum, the next 5 hours. And then max it'll be maybe 7. So, okay, just at work, not busy. Yeah. So, oh my goodness, all these puppies out here are so cute. Hi, Juliana. Bringing back his other pup. But yeah, I was going to drive over to the little store and get something to drink, but I'm just like, There he is. Oh my goodness, these guys with all their little pups is so cute. Oh, he's so cute, you guys. Hi, Laura. How are you? But yeah, so I've got Sadie's cage, Dani's cage, and Sadie is a little bit smaller than Dani, not by a whole lot. She's probably smaller than Dani's, probably about 3 to 4 pounds heavier. So not too big of a difference. Oh, what was I looking at? I was looking at the puppies, the guy with the puppies right next to me. They're taking them in one by one to give them their rabies vaccine. You live in Canada and your province is called the Land of the Living Skies. Oh, wow. Nice. That sounds so pretty. Sounds like such a pretty name. Yeah, there's a lot of people today. Like when I got here, this whole lot was filled with people dropping off. But I'm gonna be here pretty much all day. The Land of the Living Skies. That's actually a really cool name. But yeah. But this one, this is the size that we're gonna upgrade Dani to, this cage here. So it's known for its called, okay, I can't pronounce that word, but okay. Yeah. I love hearing about like the names of other places and stuff, like the way that the names come about is really cool. And this lady over here has a very beautiful dog. It's like, it looks like it's a boxer mix of some sort. It's like all black with white on its chest and feet. It looks so scared. It's got its little tail tucked, and he's just kind of wandering around with her. Oh, so many pups. I'm a security officer and live in Vegas, so definitely not a lot going on. Yeah, I hear ya. Saskatchewan? Okay, that's a hard one to say. Especially if you're not pronouncing like the vowels correctly or whatnot. So. I'm doing good. Just, I'm so tired. I'm doing good, but I'm tired. But, yeah. It was an early wake up today. Just so that I could get Dani ready and stuff before coming up here. And then we had to get her a bath, which was not her favorite thing to do, though she likes the aftermath of her bath. She loves what it feels like afterwards. It's a prairie province. Oh gosh, I bet it's beautiful. Just open fields. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness, this pup is so cute. There's so many doggos. Oh, this one next to me over here, he's like, oh. That's a big dog though. Got a tiny little crybaby noise, but a big old dog. I was gonna did you name Dani? Yeah, I did. We named her Denali. So her name is Denali, and then we call her Dani for short. It's just D-A-N-I. And then Sadie is her sister. Sarah had actually called her Rain while we had her. And she got that name because she loved playing in water. She still does, which is great. But Dani was called, what does it mean? Denali is, the Denali mountain range. And I think it's up in Alaska. Yeah, it's in Alaska. So that's what it's after. But we call her Dani for short. And then they named her Sadie. So I don't know what the meaning behind Sadie is or whatnot, but that was just what my cousin named her sister. So, but we named Denali, because one, she's pure, like she's all white. When we first got her, she was just pure white puppy, with one little gray patch on her butt, like on the back, very, very back of her thigh. And now she's actually not pure white anymore. She's got the gray patch, but now she's got polka dots on her ears, and she's starting to get polka dots on her legs. And she's got a couple of polka dots that you can see starting to come through, like on her back. So she's definitely getting some polka dots. But she's such a high energy, like spazzy kind of dog. Like she never sits still for more than just a couple moments at a time. Like she'll sit down and then she'll lay down for a second and then she pops back up and she goes, and she's, like I always say, she's the encompassment and embodiment of FOMO, because anytime there's even a slight noise or a creak or anything, she's up checking it all out. Well, we've been keeping busy. Well, Sarah has Winnie Bear, as you guys know, so she's got her pup, so she takes her out, goes walking with her, but then she's also doing arts and crafts, and then she also does gaming. So she's got a couple people in, good Lord, that was scary, a couple people in her gaming community. Oh, Okay, so I guess the birds know now that the little tiny dogs are out. Because there's people out here with like little bitty, itty bitty chihuahua type things, like dogs. And there is 4 hawks just circling. Holy crud. And they just came flying up over this hill. So now they're like hanging out. Just gotta make sure people watch their little puppers. Oh, But anyway, you guys, you're getting a phone today? Nice. That's awesome. Yeah, I was gonna turn the car the other direction, but the sun is hitting on that side. And I was like, nope. So I'll move the car once the sun makes it to a certain point up here, and then I'll move the car so that I don't have the sun in my face again, but... but...
All right, thank you.
But, you guys... It was funny too because they went to take Sadie in, and she was like, one, she wouldn't jump down out of the car, which isn't very high up, so I had to pick her up to bring her out of the car, and then they went to walk her in, and she would just like splatted onto the floor and would not get up to walk. So they picked her up and carried her in, and they come back out for Dani, and she thought she was just gonna have to carry Dani, and I was like, she'll jump out. So they put the leash on her, and she jumped right out, and she was like, I'm sorry, Yosef. And started walking with her, and she was like, well, I can carry her. I said, she'll walk with you. And so Dani just like, yee, and walked on in, because she goes out every single day, like 3-4 times a day when we take her out. Did have a mini seizure. Oh no. She's okay though? Well, that's good. Oops, I almost dropped it. That's good though that she's okay. But Dani just kind of, trotted off with her, and she's like, you can see the difference in both of these babies. I was like, yeah, well, Dani goes literally, because we live in an RV, she goes walking multiple times a day. No, I'm paying for both the girls' Spays. We ended up getting what they call a voucher. We're at the low-cost clinic. And then we get a voucher from Saints, which does half off the Spay cost. So I'm still paying the other half. So I'm paying for the half of the Spay pricing for both girls. And then I'm also paying for their rabies vaccine and their pain medication. So we'll have all that. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah. Oh no. That sucks. The shade fell on your light fixture. That sucks. Well, hopefully nobody got hurt is the big thing, because most light fixture shades are glass. So hopefully nobody's hurt and that it can be replaced or whatnot. Sorry, I have like... Sue, hi, how are you? I haven't seen you in here in forever. Anne Marie, how are you today? But yeah, so both the girls are getting their stuff done. Nobody did. Okay, that's good. Nobody got hurt. You guys, my hair is like something else today. Look at this mess. Look at this mop. It is crazy. Well, that's good to hear. Sorry. There's a lot of people out here, so. Everybody's out here getting their pets done. And like I said, they come out, they bring your pet out to you, and then take your pet and then bring them to you. So, and here's the other thing. They do not, at this clinic, they don't provide a cone. So we will have to see how well Dani does without a cone. Because we don't have a cone, and the ones that they do have available is only at PetSmart out here, and they're outrageous. So good morning. Good morning, Bree. Sarah doesn't have homework. She's not in high school or anything. She's been doing her GED, and so right now the only thing she has left is to do her exams. And so because the exams are proctored, they are not doing any right now. So I'm good. Never seem to catch the live chats. Yeah, I hear you there. But no, so Sarah's all like finished. She just has to do the last two. Yeah, because she needs to do the last two tests. And they're not proctoring right now because of COVID. So she has to wait until they open proctoring back up. Once they do, then she'll be able to go in and take those and be done. But yeah, she's already finished with one of the other ones. So she's already finished that one, passed that one. The second one she took, and then she waited for her results, and then it took forever for her results to come in. And so they just finally put her results up. And so she has to retake that one. But she can't do anything until they're back to opening up the testing, which I wish they would, because the room is massive that they do the testing in, and the room holds like up to 20 people. Like 20 people can be testing. And if they could just do it to where they like schedule like 2 or 3 people at a time, and have them spaced around in the room so that nobody comes in contact, and then just sanitize the computers in between, they should be able to do it. There's always a way to work something, but as of right now, they're not doing them. So, sorry guys. I'm definitely tired. I have not had a good night's sleep in a long while. Dani is not a sleeper. As I've said before, she doesn't sleep. The vet is going to talk with me after they're all done and see if we can't figure out something, but they're going to run all of her blood work and stuff today. They're going to check everything on her today, because I was concerned that maybe there's something that I'm just not catching. Maybe she's got something urinary or, kidneys or whatnot, but it's not that she has to go to the bathroom all night. She just wants to be up and play. She's not in any pain. She just wants to play. Like she'll jump all over the other dogs and try to get them to play with her and whatnot. So we have to kennel her. And then all night long, she's playing with her blanket. She's playing with the bone in there. She's like constantly going. Oh, you have to go to school because you're graduating? That's awesome. Yeah. But yeah, so Dani's she just doesn't sleep. And so my concern is with her not sleeping that there could be another underlying issue. Because puppies, especially of her age, should sleep between 16 to 18 hours a day, and in a 24-hour period. And Dani maybe gets 4 or 5. She was at like 7. We had her here right now because you can't let him feel good.
What number are you again? 17?
Her dog's like, I am not going over there. Oh, he's so little, his big old belly. Sorry, guys. But yeah, it's gonna be a busy day. Wow, this Labrador next to me, hello, gorgeous. She's all pretty. She's got like bows and everything. How cute. She's just sitting there all majestic like. She's just totally chilling in the front seat like a human. She's beautiful. All that fur. Dani's got fur like that, just hairy. I think as she gets bigger, she'll get even more. Hi, Teresa. Good morning. But holy crud. Yeah, so they're going to check everything just to make sure that there isn't any like underlining like blood issue or urinary issue or kidney issue or functioning issue. It could just be that she is just that active. So heck of a time navigating our online classes. It was crazy because the teacher had less than a month. Yeah, I know, right? Like I feel so bad. Like my cousin and them, they have school age kids too, so they have a 10-year-old and a 4-year-old, and I'm just like, I'm so glad that my kids are past that stage. Like Taylor's in the Army. Sarah is finishing her GED. And I'm so glad that we are past that stage. Yeah, I'm sorry, Teresa. Yeah, that sucks when they get like that. But yeah, Dani's just extremely active. That's all. Like, she's just very high energy, and which is great. It works for us when it comes to the fact that we like to be out. We like doing hikes. We like going on the river. She loves the water. She didn't at first. So let me just say that the first time we went down to the river, she wanted nothing to do with that water. And then as we went fishing more, we take her each time we go. And I have a tether that I set her up on, and she would go closer to the water and she'd paw at it, and she would see stuff like Sarah would throw rocks over into the water and she'd bark at the rocks as they hit the water. And so then she would paw at the water again. And then when the water would rise, she'd, back away from it and check it out. But now we go down there and she runs in there and she gets, belly deep, and, got her out there swimming the other day. She actually went full out and like circled back around. I had her.
I went ahead and I gave it the Palmer stamper, and now it's being
Oh, okay. Nope. I guess they don't want to answer.
And then the receptionist is gonna come out here.
I don't know what happened.
Oh, and you can just give it back then. Give it back.
Sorry, guys. This pup is so cute next to me. Oh, it's not even a pup. It's a full-grown Labrador. That's a big dog. It's a big doge. But I don't know. I just got a phone call from a number that I don't know. My goodness. So many people. But you guys, I figured I'd get on here and chit chat with you guys, see how everybody's doing. Because of course, we're all, I'm stuck here for the day, so. But we might go back to school May 4th. I told you just before, but I am bored. Yeah, exactly. Like a lot of people are like, I'm so bored. Yeah. But going back to school, I mean, I really hope that they take it really cautiously, When I took my cat to the vet, we have to stay in the vehicle too. Yeah, that's a thing they're doing right now because of what's going on. So, yeah, like they're doing the same thing like with doctor's appointments. You stay in your car until it's your turn and then they take you in. You're not allowed to like be sitting in a waiting room with a bunch of people, which is smart. I mean, it's super smart. So, this dog is like looking at everything. It's like, what the heck? It's a pretty dog though. Very pretty dog. She's got like a collar that has flowers all on it. It's so pretty. So pretty. But, ooh, that sounds good, Angel. I wish I could eat steak without having a problem. Steaks give me like really bad headaches. Any red meat just really gives me bad headache, and I can't drink red wine. Red wines are a big no-no. As much as I like, red wine is my favorite wine, like a really good sweet red is one of my favorites, and I can't drink it. It rips my head up. So usually I have to stick with like a white wine or a rose to be okay, but definitely no red wines for me. And my ear itches are real bad. But anyway, guys, I just wanted to get on here, chit chat with you guys for a little bit, see how everybody's doing. It's Spay Day. Baby girl's getting fixed. And I have no plans today. We took a drive on Wednesday and got Starbucks, and then Saturday my daughter and I took a drive with the dogs. Places I'm missing. Oh, I know, right? It's getting rough. Yeah, I hear you. Yay for payday. There you go. Right? But yeah, getting her fixed today. So that way she's all spayed up. We're good to go. That they take, oh yeah, they're big. Like the birds are huge. And if you're out in, I'm not sure if you're in the Vegas area or whatnot, but they're huge. Oh yeah, back in December, yeah. She's so pretty. It was funny too because when you put Dani and Sadie side by side, you can see that there's a relation there. Like you can see the similarity, but you also can't. Like Dani is like white and fluffy and got the bigger ears that flop forward and whatnot. So you see the Labrador in her, and then you've got Sadie who is trimmed and very short fur. Like her hair is very short, really like almost close to the body, maybe less than a 1/16 of an inch thick, like long. She's got the hanging jaw a bit more like a boxer, a little bit wider set in the mouth, and she is the colors of a boxer. Oh yeah, chillable red. Oh, I always chill my wine, so, but yeah. So it's so funny when you see them side by side, and Dani's just a little bit bigger. So she's fluffier and poofier, got more hair, definitely has the more Labrador look, and then Sadie definitely looks like a boxer. Shows with the weather down there. Oh my God, please don't be. Well, one, I guess you could say, yeah, having like the 70s and 80s is nice, and it wouldn't be such a big deal if we had an air conditioning unit that actually worked. Our AC fan broke, which means that it is hot. And then we finally got a nice big heavy duty like fan. I finally figured out a way to make it to where it blows cold air, because it'll only blow, like it pulls air in and blows. It's like industrial strength, so it blows air like really, really hard. However, once the air starts to warm up around it, then the fan starts to blow hotter air instead of colder air. So we found a way to fix that. We set it up with a bucket of ice. And then we laid the fan on top of the bucket of ice, and now it blows out, and so it just cycles the air over the top of the ice. Soon before it starts into it's already going to be in the hundreds this week, starting Wednesday. So, yeah. It's unusually cold up there. Yeah, like down here, it is. It's been warm, and we're expected to hit 90s today, and then we're supposed to be in the triple digits by Wednesday. Yeah. Normally we would already be in triple digits. Weather's been weird. So usually by this time, by the end of March, we usually hit our first triple digit day, but we didn't this year. We kind of stayed back in the 70s and 80s, and then back in the 70s all of March, which is crazy. And then April, we've been pretty much in the 80s and low 90s and mid 80s. So we'll see. We shall see. It's been kind of weird. And we have had a lot of hail, which we never get hail here, which is weird today, but it's supposed to be in the 70s and 80s starting tomorrow. Nice. So nice. No, it is clear skies here today. I think we have a couple of like little floofy clouds over the mountain, but like literally just like when I say a couple, I don't even know if you guys would be able to see it. Like, see, just a couple floofies. That's it. Those are literally the only clouds in the sky too. That's it. So, not gonna happen here today. Wow, yeah, see, and that's the thing. Over here, for some reason, and I've yet to figure out why, they opened up the river. We went to go drop off Brandon yesterday, and there was this massive group of people with their little, gazebo type tent things out there, and it was probably like 30 of them, and they were all just like together and hugging and saying hi and like meeting up together. And I was like, are you serious right now? We got snow first week of April. Yeah. And I was like, what are they doing? Like, what are they doing? So, I mean, this thing isn't lifted yet. Like, this isn't over yet. It hasn't even peaked yet, as far as I know. So it's scary to think, because I look at it this way. We don't have any accurate numbers because nobody's really being tested. Arizona has made a very big point that they're not testing. Unless somebody comes into the hospital with the symptoms, they're not testing. Exactly. And so, seeing as Arizona has dubbed, we're not doing tests unless you come into the hospital and you require assistance, like, and have the symptoms. So, it's stupid that they would even allow people out onto the beaches and open up the boat docks again. And now people are just going to meet up in areas on their boats in the coves along the river, and it's not smart. Like I said, just follow the rules right now and just do what you need to stay safe. And it's not even about you either. Like I had somebody else that was just like, yeah, see other places you can get fined for it, and they're not doing that. But it's like, what the heck, you know? But just, it's not about the person. Like we had people out here that said, oh, I'm not worried about me getting it. Well, yeah, but that's fine that you don't have to worry about you getting it. So you'll be fine. But if you get it and you pass it on to, you know, your neighbor's grandmother or your neighbor's toddler who is immune compromised, now it's not about you anymore. Now you've infected other people. So just stay put. That would be the smart thing to do. But no, people are just not that brilliant. Like I said, I would go over to the store and get something. I probably will here in a little bit get something to go because I haven't eaten anything and I've been up since like 5:15. So I'm starving for one. And it's now almost 10 o'clock. So I've been up for over almost 5 hours and I haven't eaten anything yet. And I definitely need like a coffee or something because I am like, meh. Because I'm so tired. But yeah, I definitely need to eat. Oh, Jesus, her thing scared me. I need to look around to see what's available around here. Can't type this morning. Oh, don't worry about it. I don't think anybody can. I can't even talk straight this morning. But let's put this over here. Well, what they do when they call it closing off the river is closing off like boat access. So like not allowing boats and like watercrafts out on the water. Had a Rockstar energy drink, but it didn't help. Yeah, right? I hear you. So they did have it to where there was no boats or sea-doos or watercrafts allowed on the water. And then if you were going to go down, like you can go down like as yourself and like your household. So the people within your household. But that was it. You could, anybody that you were already quarantined with is who you could go with. Yeah, exactly. So yeah, you could do that, but now there's people launching boats and watercrafts are out on the water. We were sitting outside yesterday outside the RV, and next thing you know, we just see all these boats going downriver, and we saw a bunch of sea-doos, and they came up and docked up onto the beaches where the park is. And I'm just thinking, they're not part of the park, so where are they coming from? Because the park over at Davis, their boat launch and stuff is blocked off. You can't even go to it. So yeah. But yeah, one of the things I really, really, really want to get is an awning for the RV. Either get the awning set up on it or get one of those like pop-up, gazebo type things. I forgot what they call them. But you can get those out there and then set one of those up out front so that we have some form of like shade that we can sit under and sit outside. Right now we kind of wait till the sun gets to a certain point and then we can sit out there without practically dying. But This little poodle next to us is so cute. What about just a big umbrella? Except for the fact that it would probably blow away. We always have a lot of high winds at random times. So, yeah, you want something that you can actually attach down, and the big umbrellas just don't stay put. And once the high winds pick up, it could bend them backwards, and then it just ruins the whole get up. So we had a big old beach umbrella, but Godric destroyed it. So that didn't help. So there's that. And Godric has tried already a couple times to rip apart the tarp that we have. We have a tarp that we set up outside over the top of their gated area, so they have an area that is always shaded. No matter where the sun hits, that area is shaded up for them. And he keeps trying to grab it and pull it, and so I have to really watch him. And then he's tried to pull parts of it through the fencing. So Godric has a fetish of ripping apart anything that has to do with benefiting them. I'm like, stop ripping it. Like, it's meant to be there so that you guys have the shade. When I get back today, we'll rinse out the doggy pool, and then we're going to set it up so that it'll keep that area taut, because I moved the doggy pool because they had gotten it all muddy. And so we emptied it and moved it, but it needs to be set back up because they're going to need it. But, oh yeah, and, oh, little one is doing good. But, City of Bridges, wow, yeah, our outdoor table, but years ago the wind was so bad that it blew. Oh yeah, I like those tables that have the umbrellas on them that are like fitted in the middle. Those are nice. But the other day, like yesterday, hey, hold on, just went and need to see someone tested positive, then your live stream comes on. I'm doing good. So if you guys have been watching the live streams, I did a live stream about, we had a clog in the line on the tank, on the Blackwater tank. And we could not, for nothing. We tried so many things to try to break the line loose, right? And so it was just water, because we had already emptied it and it worked fine. So we had emptied it, and then we shut the valve, and then we moved the RV, and then we wanted to rinse everything. So we filled it up with water and went to rinse it, and when we pulled the thing, it didn't drain. And so the lady at the office came down and gave us assistance, and we put we used the small wading pool underneath, because you don't want it going all over the ground, and there was no other way than to open the access line and break whatever was blocking it from that way. So we needed something to catch the fluid, right? We finally got it to break loose, all of just a couple seconds. As soon as it broke loose and it started to come out, we locked the sewer line in place, and it drained into the sewer pipe. So the little bit that got into the pool, we did wash, by the way, with bleach, just FYI. We went ahead and we bent the pool and we dumped it into the sewer line. And this was with the office lady's assistance. We got it all cleaned out. We got everything scrubbed up. You know, nothing got on the ground outside, which was a big bonus. And then yesterday, so this was like 3-4 days ago. So yesterday, the ranger comes over and he's like, I need to check out all your equipment, make sure your equipment's working. I'm like, all my equipment works. I said, I'm all hooked up, as you can see, everything's working. He goes, well, we got a report that you had a kiddie pool out here filled with sewage. I was like, no. I said, we used the kiddie pool a few days back to catch what we were doing when we broke the line loose. I've got a big piece of hair, guys, that is just driving me nuts. Come here. And I said, but we used the kiddie pool to catch it so it didn't get it on the floor, but we broke a clog in the line. And he's like, oh, well, we have to make sure everything's working. So I was like, fine. So I went in there and we flushed the toilet and got everything running so he could see that the tanks and stuff were working. Because he goes, okay, you're working. And I was like, yeah. I was like, literally, and I said it was all of like a couple of seconds that the pool was out there to catch as we broke the line loose. That was it. And he's like, oh, well, we just check everything. I'm like, okay. So the only person that would have seen us out there, and like I said, the office lady was with us, is the same ranger that was watching you. No, it wasn't the same one. excuse to come by. No, it was not the same guy, because he came by with one of the maintenance guys. And so I was like, the office lady was here with us when we did it. So the only person that could have made the report was the lady right next to us, the new people that were parked next to. And they're in like a really gorgeous, huge Class A, like one of those big mansion type things on wheels. And she's like, I guess you say every time we try to say like good morning to her or whatever, she kind of just snubs you. Like she doesn't even say good morning back or smile or anything. She's just very kind of like, and then the other people on the other side of us are really, really nice. And so we all have been like Sarah and I will sit out front, and those people will sit like at the back of their RV, and then the other people across will sit at theirs, and we all just kind of chit chat across the way, seeing as we're social distancing. And this lady, she'll come out and we'll all be out there, right, in our designated spaces, and everybody will be like, good morning, or hey, how are you today? And she doesn't say a word. She just like ignores every one of us and doesn't like say hi back. And they're in, the other two people that are next to us are in really nice RVs as well. Like the lady right next to us is in a beautiful Class A, not one of the massive ones, but just your standard one. And the other people are in a gorgeous fifth wheel. So no, she just like, she'll look over at us when we say good morning to her, and she does the whole, and then like looks away and keeps walking. So she hears you because she talks with the other people that are across the way from her, which they're nice, but she's not. She's just rude. And so she like totally just ignores us, but she'll come out and the people that are across from her will be like, good morning. And she'll be like, good morning. And then she'll keep walking and we'll be like, good morning. And she's just like, and just keeps walking. We're like, we've never even had a conversation with her. We got ourselves all parked up, got ourselves all hooked up. And instead of her, like, when we said hi, we're just getting everything hooked up. We'll be, we're not going to be in your way or whatnot. She just like was rude right from the get-go. And then my neighbor that I've been talking to said, she's like that. She's been like that. They've been there since, they've been in their space since December. And so he's like, she's been there since probably the beginning of January. And he's like, she's just not very nice. So I was like, well, I guess not. Well, we're pretty sure she's the one that probably said something about the kiddie pool. Yeah, I know, right? Like, so we don't even bother because it's the side of our RV that is towards hers is like what we call the back side of the RV, the side that has all the hookups. So it's on the hookup side. So anything that we do is going to be on the opposite side. So the passenger side of the RV is where we do all of our hanging out, because that's where the front door is. That's where where the dogs are. That's where our big open space is. So we don't mess with the other side, because that's kind of like the back side of the RV. It's kind of like being in like the side part of your house, where you don't really go. So we don't even worry about her. We still say good morning just because, we're nice. And maybe one day she'll be like, maybe I'll say good morning. Well, who knows? But we pretty much ignore the fact that she's bitchy. But I'm almost certain she's the one that said something, because we're like, nobody else would have seen us working on that part of the RV, because our side is up against that side of hers. So should be the only one. Teach her the right way to act, right? So like I said, even if people are rude or whatever, I'm not rude back. I usually just say, good morning. And if she doesn't say anything to us, we just keep right on talking after that. We're just like, whatever. We're out here enjoying our coffee and having a good time and just having conversation. Yeah, bake her some cookies. Yeah, no, I'm not wasting my delicious cookies on somebody else, especially when they can't be nice. She may need a little sugar, but still, but yeah. And speaking of cookies, I've got a batch of cookie dough made. I think I'm going to make those when I get back to the house today. So that would be really yummy. And I'm starting to starve. My stomach is like, bleh. So I'll probably let you guys go. And yeah, I made white chocolate. I guess you'd say they're chocolate cookies with white chocolate chips. I made banana bread. Oh my God, I had banana bread yesterday. It was so good. It was so good. So, but anyway, I'm gonna let you guys go. I need to eat because I am starving, and I need a coffee because I feel like I am dragging. big time. So you guys are amazing, and we'll see you guys in the next video.